Namaste. So, to the answer question, how the sound healing impact to the person who is looking to de-stress himself or herself. For example, at the mental level, when you find there are different type of depressions, anxiety, stress, or trauma or loss which impact your mind, we have to understand how to balance the mind and remove the impact of the regular thought which generate in negative notions for us. And for that, what we do is basically we use the brainwave therapy. And in brainwave therapy, what basically we work through? We work through that, for example, if you have to do a task where you have to be aware of everything and mentally you have to be very controlled. So let's relate with a practice here. For example, if you do Brahmari Pranayam, what do? You close your senses and you do the humming. So when you close your senses and do your humming, like your eyes is closed, you're trying to use the Sanmukhi Mudra, you're trying to go inward, and other way you're producing the sound of the bee which you produce continuously, that gives you the activation. And because your senses are closed, physically you're trying to drop your thoughts. So this practice of dropping your active mind and generating the flow of the energy which keeps you in the balanced state, the very same way you can relate when we do use the binaural wave therapy. What we do, we try to play two different sound in brain so that the one sound from this side and one sound from this side can produce the third sound. In Nadi Yoga also we play the Anahata sound where we try to connect with two different sounds. So mental wave which is on the, for example, at the beta, and I want to drop it to alpha, what will I do? I will try to close the physical activity like a sense close, and then I will work through giving the energy flow. So giving the energy flow is like in your brain you're giving the different sound which is slowing down the activity of brain. So you closing from physical and then you go from senses to your mind back, and mind to your relating the thought cutting off through this different type of frequency which you apply. So from beta to alpha, active to subtle state of the mind, like you are not actively saying anything or working anything. Then you go to the state of mind in theta, where you are in the complete meditative state of mind. Means the outer influence of the sound has taken over you. Now you do not have control where you want to cut it off and go forward. That's the state. Then you enter to the delta state of mind, where you lose your subconscious and lead to the unconscious mind, where you again have no control and your body is like in freeze mode. So you are kind of paralyzed unless you have a big bang of the sound, different sound or something can turn you on in different direction. So this is how we see the brainwave therapy function which we apply in the sound healing to bring our very active mind, very actively depressed or anxiety filled mind, dropping to the unconscious state up to. And that's why when you remove everything, because we have 70% of water, we cut it through this sound, and then we feel refreshed, because all traumatic effect which was covering, we use the sound like a baking soda to clean off everything, and that gives you the refreshment. That is why the role of sound healing becomes very significant in our daily life. Hari Om.